back on the island of Fyn. God damn it. I thought I placed it safely. Alright, try again. I don't know if I should take more care of my bike, but I am back on the island of Fyn now for another cool adventure here on Bike Island Fyn. This one is going to be a bit longer than the one I did 2 weeks ago. This is actually going to be my first like kind of real bicycling trip holiday, and right now I'm standing at Nyborg station, which is just across the water from the island of Zealand to Fyn. I just got off the train here and I'm actually waiting for my girlfriend, who's also gonna come by train, and together we are gonna bike along the coast down the eastern part and the southern part, and then to the biggest city on Fyn, the third biggest city in Denmark, Odense. We're gonna spend 3 nights, 4 days just biking around, and right now it's just absolutely beautiful weather. But right now I'm just waiting to see my girlfriend and then we'll get going. I have picked up my girlfriend Javanna, who has agreed to go with me on this trip. Javanna is actually from this island, Fyn, so she's just happy to be back, right?
Yes.
Yes, and I think that's the main reason that she agreed to come with me on this trip, because we are probably gonna cycle about 120 kilometers over the next 3 days. That's not a lot, but if you're cycling just regular bikes, this is Javanna's bikes and of course my own over here with all of our equipment as well, then it's a great distance, I'd have to say. But we'll be fine, won't we?
Yeah.
You're confident?
Yes. More or less.
Yes, she's confident. She's all smiles now. We'll check in later and after we've been riding for the first couple of kilometers, see how it's going. But the place we're in right now, place called Nyborg, and it's actually the city where there's a finish line for the second stage of the Tour de France in 2021. That is huge for Denmark, huge for Danish cycling, that we're gonna be the finish line town for a stage. But I mean, there's still 2 years until that, so we'll see how it goes. And I know Javanna is super excited about Tour de France as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She's not as fascinated by cycling as I am, so but it's a nice city. We're just sitting here overlooking the water with the castle in the background here. You can just see it a little bit. Unfortunately, it's under construction, but we'll check in when we are on the road. We have been riding for a good 5, 6, 7 kilometers so far. And we're just taking some back roads here, which is really, really nice. This is just the Fyn Island in its essence, really. How do you feel, Javanna? Is it alright so far?
It's alright.
It's alright? It's not too much?
Nope.
No. We've discovered that Fyn is very hilly. And actually, Javanna is way better off than I am, because I only have 1 gear, because it's a single speed and Javanna has 8. She goes faster than me when we go uphill almost. But it's really nice. It's a beautiful day. We get a bit of sun sometimes, but just look at these winding roads here. It's really good. You don't find this in Copenhagen, that's for sure. We are about 15 kilometers in out of a total of 40 today, and we're just taking kind of the first stop of the day at a place we just came by. But we found this dedicated stop for cyclists. I didn't even know that that existed here, but I think that just says so much about what has been done to promote cycling on Fyn. I mean, this is out of nowhere, basically nowhere, of course. And then there's just the cutest little spot here where you can take a break from your cycling. And there's even also over here a small sign where you can get some routes recommended if you want to go for some specific tours out here. So we're just taking our first stop here, and we'll soon get going again. How are we doing, Amanda?
Good.
We've been out for like 20 kilometers now, and we're heading down this little road now to see, I think it's a big rock. It's called the Lady Rock, the Lady of Casterly Rock. And it's just a huge rock. I don't know, seen it on a picture, it looks like the biggest stone I've ever seen. So we'll see. There it is, first impressions of the Lady Stone, the Lady Rock.
Wow.
You're not convinced at all? It's just out of nowhere. Initially I wanted to climb it, but then I saw that there was some water down here. Then it's probably a bad idea. And Javanna is already on the way up there. We are on the final leg of our journey today. Our biggest mistake today was that we didn't bring any refreshments. It's been along like the last 20 kilometers because it's just uphill, downhill. I mean, it would be no problem if we're just going straight ahead, right? But it's just the hills, they're just killing you because they're very steep but very short. It just takes out your energy. And we want to sit down, get some coffee, get some cake, and have a relaxing moment. But we're closing in. We're turning left up here, and then we're going down to the ocean. Maybe that will freshen us up a bit. You good?
And I've never found a love like this.
Phew. We made it. We got some cake, some coffee. We are at this wonderful little biodynamic natural winery just outside of Svendborg. It's a rare treat in Denmark because, as you might know, it's quite cold here. So just being able to manufacture wine is quite special. So right now I'm sitting here and I'm a bit sad that I'm not in kind of the wine mood, that we desperately need some energy instead. But we'll come back another time and taste it. But it's such a wonderful place here. They're just about to close, so we're the only ones here, but it's just so nice. But we'll dig in. We are kind of tired. It's hilly. Yeah. And the last couple of kilometers, they were tough. We are done for today. We had some coffee, we had some cake, and did the last stretch into the city of Svendborg, where Joanna's dad actually lived. So here we're gonna call it a day of a lot of cycling.
Yeah.
But the weather has been good, and the hills have been steep. But it's been all right. It's been a pleasure. It's so beautiful, and I hope that you can see that. We are looking forward to riding again tomorrow, where it's going to be more by the sea, and we've learned that we have to take some more breaks tomorrow, so we're not going to get as burned out. But that was it for the first day of our cycling trip around Fyn.